Yeah, it's time for Urza's Red Hot and Rising, your monthly guide to all the hot farms in Galaxy of Heroes. Let's see who's heating up and making the climb all the way to prime time, baby. Before we begin, guys, let's see if we can get 325 likes on this video. And if you're new here and having fun, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below. Enough talk. Welcome to December. Kicking things off this month, we've got some smoky eyeshadow that leaves the boys smoldering in fear. Or is it desire? Yes, it's Darkside Basti, and she's here to give a little bit of a defensive bump to those Sith, allowing you to hopefully hang in the fight long enough to withstand Revan's deadly Jedi Mark onslaught. Her unique is what we're talking about here, which is going to give the Sith leader slot a 50% defensive bump. Fear and the slew of debuffs it can land are very impressive in terms of utility, and it's a cool nod to the KOTOR ability from many moons ago. But that's assuming you can penetrate the high tenacity bonuses of a modern-day Jedi comp, but she's probably the most important tool used in tandem with the Triumvirate to break through the Revan wall right now. And for that reason, Dark Basti girl, you are finger-touching hot. And for a whopping fourth time, that flaming red hair remains hotter than a Scarif sunset, and the second in our toolbox to combat the Revan menace. She's seeing some niche usage in those Maul aura-based stealth comps, and is always a strong complement to the Triumvirate as well. And while the star of the show has always been her AoE days, nowadays I'm more convinced it's her counterattacking and the Dispel on basic. And let's not forget about the survivability she has. I mean, this beauty can tank some massive damage and even dish out the pain in return. Just a few days ago, I 7-starred my Enfist, and it was one of the more proud moments I've had in this game as a light spender / free-to-play type of dude. Miss Nest, girl, have you ever been to the Outer Rim? Because you are hotter than summer on Mustafar. Oh yeah. And here he is, the next in a long line of beautiful bald men to grace those holotables. Yes, he went from a mid-card jobber to meta man overnight and remains a staple of the toughest Revan meta teams. When paired with strong tanks like Old Ben, Jahani, and General Kenobi, getting to Jolee can be a very challenging task. Misdirection is what he brings, especially when behind a Revan lead. First, you are contending with the Savior unique, which requires a bit of extra effort to KO a Jedi for good, but then you've got to take down Jolee before he either heals his Jedi allies or does that German suplex of an AoE revive, resetting all your progress. He's annoying but very cool, and no one saw the value until the release of Revan. Jolee, my man, just like the heat on those handmaidens, you are scorching hot.
There was no danger at all.
And nothing like the full-on babyface turn for the Triumvirate. Yes, for those of you following Red Hot and Rising over the months, you know I absolutely detested the power level here, but it's time we let the past die. Kill it if we have to, as we have a new foe who wears a hood and carries a purple lightsaber, and he very proudly claims the title of the grossest stuff in the game. And why the Triumvirate, guys? Because unless you are running some legit god mods, it's basically your only chance in climbing to the top of Arena, and even then it is not a sure thing. So yes, I can officially report I have finally activated my Traya and got to experience her for the first time, and damn, she does some amazing stuff. Yes, squad, who doesn't love the classic story of two mortal enemies uniting for the greater good? Now, if only I could get the test account back to dream up some new free-to-play counters for Revan. Come on. CG. But for now and ever, the triumvirate, you are face melting hot. And a few months back, I was so excited about this rework, which is still quite possibly the best rework Capital Games has ever done. Little did I know then, they created a little green monster who was yet to realize his full potential. He's now responsible for what may be the most annoying mechanic since the dodge meta. Yes, it's called Foresight Spam, guys, and the Grandmaster brings it in bunches. Now, I know what you might be saying. Urza, just a few months ago, you were so excited about the GMY. Well, let me tell you something, son. When you become the heartthrob of the Outer Rim, the owner and operator of the hottest holotable hall in the galaxy, then you can play by a different set of rules. You get to complain about something that was once the solution, but has now very much become the problem. We've still got the damage, destruction, terror, and mayhem, and the layers of durability for the Jedi, and he's still a super easy gear. And now, Grandmaster, mi amigo, you are mucho caliente.
So you spend that much money. Don't you think you're entitled just a little bit, maybe just one time to get a character before everybody else?
And what the hell was I thinking? I want to strangle myself. Clearly, I was operating under the assumption I'd still be able to climb the top of Arena each and every day. But let's give those who wailed on Revan their moment in the sun. From me to you, thank you for keeping the lights on over at CG. Revan, the amalgamation of over 20 characters' top skills combined in what is most certainly the most destructive meta yet. Yes, his coronation and rise to the top was swift, so fast many were wondering if it was just simply too much of a jump in power. And while I want to agree with that notion at times, outside of a Jedi comp, he's somewhat limited and lacks the plug-and-play pedigree of a Thrawn. But for the Jedi, a faction long considered the bridesmaid of the meta, Revan did what Qui-Gon, the Grand Master, General Kenobi, and lastly Miss Basti could not. He single-handedly made the Jedi meta. For that reason alone, Jedi Knight Revan, you are hot, red hot.
He's hot, red hot.
And the pick is in. Aunt Peru's sleeper pick for December is Logray. And while this is a bit of a speculative pick, I'm aligned with the Ewok camp as being the required faction to get the Golden God C-3PO. Yes, it's my guess the Ewoks will ultimately play a role in the acquisition of the crown jewel of Galaxy of Heroes, Jedi Luke. And make no mistake, Logray is arguably the best Ewok on the tables for his AoE days and Dispel, along with providing the fearsome foresight. And please don't be like your boy Urza, who is totally getting caught with his pants down, having ignored farming him early on, and now it's been like 4 days since I've seen him pop up in Guild. Logray, my dude, you are the most important cog in the Murder Bear machine, and just like Aunt Beru, you are smoky hot. And that about wraps us up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. And swing on by Urza's Holotable Hall Discord server. It's your ultimate social hub for Galaxy of Heroes. We will see you next month.